Hello everyone, in this lecture I am going to teach you 10 outstanding structure of English language with examples and explanation. It will make you able to construct your own sentences like it, but if you are new to my channel then please like and subscribe the channel. Let's learn the first structure. That is, subject plus, intransitive verb. This is the simplest structure of English language that you have to use first the subject and after the subject use directly an intransitive verb. As you know, intransitive verb refers to a verb which does not require an object to complete the sentence. Let me give you some examples, then you will understand it. Birds fly. You can see the sentence here, birds is the subject and fly is the intransitive verb. So this structure is also used in English language. This is the basic structure, and after this we are going to the most complicated and sophisticated ones. The baby cries. Look at this example, here the baby is the subject and cries is an intransitive verb. The boy was singing. Observe this example, here the boy is the subject and was singing as an intransitive verb. But remember that here the first one is just a helping verb which helps the main verb, as you have learned this basic structure. Let's learn another structure. That is, subject plus, verb plus, subject complement. This is another pattern of sentence where first a subject is used and then a verb and then a subject complement. If you don't know the subject complement, let me tell you in short words that a subject complement is a word which completes the meaning of the subject. I think you don't understand. Don't worry, just look at these examples. Her brother became a soldier. Observe this example, here, her brother, is the subject and the word, became, is a verb, and, a soldier, is the subject complement. There might be a question in your mind that how it is a subject complement. The simple answer is that it phrase complete the meaning of the subject. If you don't mention it, then this sentence does not make sense without this phrase. If I say, her brother became what he became, this phrase gives the answer that, a soldier. So you can see this is another structure in English language. The milk has turned sour. Look at this example, here, the milk, the subject and, has turned, is a verb phrase, and, sour, is the subject complement. Actually, same as the case is here, if you remove the subject complement, then this sentence does not make sense. If I say, the milk has turned, there must be a question that the milk has turned to what? The simple answer is, sour. Smith seems sad. Look at this example, here the subject is, Smith, and the verb is, seems, the subject complement is, sad. The subject complement completes the meaning of the subject, because it gives us information about it. Basically, it tells us that how Smith seems. The answer is, sad. As you have also mastered this structure, let's learn another one. Subject plus, verb plus, direct object. What does it mean? It means that in this structure there will be a subject and then a verb and then a direct object. If you don't know a direct object, let me tell you in simple words that a direct object is a word which is directly affected by a verb in a sentence. I think you are not getting the point. Just look at these examples. The boy has beaten the kid. Here in this sentence, the boy is the subject, and has beaten is a verb phrase, and the kid is the direct object. As I said that a direct object is a thing or person which receives the action of the verb directly. So let me ask you that who has received the action of beating directly? The simple answer is, the kid. You can see this another pattern of sentence. Who broke the glass? Look at this example, here the word, who, is the subject and, broke, the verb, and the glass, is the direct object. This is a question that by whom the glass received the action of breaking. So this is another example of this structure. They should help the poor. Observe this example. Here the pronoun, they, is the subject, and should help, is the verb phrase, and, the poor, is the direct object. As you have mastered this structure, let's learn another one. Subject plus, verb plus, indirect object plus, direct object. This is another structure of a sentence that there will be a subject and then a verb and then an indirect object and then a direct object. Just look at these examples. The teacher gave them homework. Observe this sentence. Here the teacher is the subject, and the word gave is a verb, and the pronoun them is an indirect object, and the word homework is the direct object. If you don't know direct and indirect object, let me tell you in simple words that a direct object refers to a word that receives the action of the verb directly, so you can see here the homework receives the action first or directly. And an indirect object refers to a noun or pronoun that indicates to whom or for whom the action is the verb is performed. You can see the indirect object is the pronoun, them, and it shows us that for them a homework is given. The old man told us the whole story. Here in this sentence, the old man is the subject, and told is the verb, and us is the indirect object, and the whole story is the direct object. So you can see for whom the whole story is told. The simple answer is, for us. So you can see this is the indirect object. You must tell the police the truth. Look at this example. The pronoun, you, is the subject, and tell, is the verb, and the police, is the indirect object, and the truth, is the direct object. So you can see, this is another example of this structure, and you can also make more sentences like it. As you have learned this structure, let's learn another one. Subject plus, verb plus, direct object plus, preposition plus, prepositional object. This is another structure which is also mostly used in English language. Just look at these examples. The teacher gave homework to all of us. Observe this example. The teacher is the subject, and gave is the verb, and homework is the direct object, and to is the preposition, and all of us is the prepositional object. You can also make sentences by this way. He promised the money to me. Look at this example. Here the pronoun, he, is the subject, and promised, is the verb, and the money, is the direct object, and, to, is the preposition, and me, is the object of this preposition. Smith has sold his car to a man from India. Observe this last example. Smith, is the subject, and has sold, the verb phrase, and his car, is the direct object, and to, is the preposition, and a man from India, is the object of this preposition. As you have learned this structure, let's move and learn another one. Subject plus, verb plus, object plus, adjective. This is another very interesting structure in English language. Let me give some sentences. The boy pushed the door open. Here the boy is the subject, and pushed is the verb, and the door is the object, and open is the adjective which describes the state of the door. So it means that the boy pushed the door and then it was open. She washed the plates clean. Look at this example again. The pronoun, she, is the subject, and washed is the verb, and the plates is the object, and clean is the adjective which describes the noun plates. You made your shirt dirty. The pronoun, you, is the subject, and made, is the verb, and your shirt, is the object, and dirty, is the adjective which describes the state of the shirt. So I hope you have learned this one. Let's learn another structure. Subject plus, verb plus, to infinitive. This is another structure of a sentence where you have to use subject then verb and then to infinitive. As you know, to infinitive is a verb before it the preposition to is used, like to go, to eat, to speak, etc. I think you are not getting the point. Just look at these examples. She wants to go. Here the pronoun, she, is the subject and wants, is the verb, and to go, is the infinitive. So you can see this is another structure of English sentence. There are many examples like this. They forgot to post the letter. Look at this example. The pronoun, they, is the subject, and forgot is the verb, and to post, is the to infinitive, and the letter is its object. You should not be confused with the words after the infinitive because they are object of the infinitive. Smith decided not to inform her. Observe this last example. Here the noun, Smith, is the subject and, decided, is the verb, and to inform, is the infinitive used with its object. I hope you have learned this structure as well. Now it's time to learn another one. Subject plus, verb plus, object plus, to infinitive. This is another structure which is used to show command, request, and warn someone to do something. Let me give you examples, then you will understand it. We asked him to go. Look at this example. Here the pronoun, we, is the subject, and asked, is the verb, and the pronoun, him, is the object, and to go is the to infinitive. Actually, this sentence is used to show a request that we requested him that he should go. He helped me to carry the box. Look at this example. Here the pronoun, he, is the subject, and helped is the verb, and the pronoun, me is the object, and to carry the box, is the infinitive with its object. His father can allow him to smoke. Look at this last example. Here his father, is the subject, and can allow, is the verb phrase, and the pronoun, him, is the object, and to smoke, is the to infinitive. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to my channel. Thank you.